my channel. Today we are going to do a modern day 1920s makeup routine. I was heavily influenced by Velma Kelly from the musical Chicago. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, keep on watching. So I've already done my base and my eyebrows just for the sake of time. I've primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Fix. And then I've set it with the RCMA No Color Powder. And we're just gonna get right into it. To begin, we kind of want to take a more like skin tone shade, like a bone shade. And for that, I'm going to go into the shade Buttery by Anastasia, Beverly Hills. This will help the shadows blend out together. Now before we start dipping into our dark shadows, I want to go ahead and take that RCMA No Color Powder on a beauty blender. And because I already did my base, I want to prevent any sort of fallout. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to wipe it all away later. Now the first shade I'm going to go in with is Sherbert by Anastasia Beverly Hills. If you call it Sherbet, we're probably not friends. We're just going to use this as like a warm transition shade. Now if you really want to, you could go ahead and stamp the powder on an angle like we did in my last video. Alright, next we're going to take that G13 brush and we're going into the shade Witchy by Anastasia. So as you can see, I'm going in pretty far into the eye. I'm kind of depositing most of the color on this outer third and then pushing the color in so that it fades in as we go. So because my eyes are slightly hooded, but it's got like little pockets here and there, because of that I look one way and the other and see if everything is matching up from all directions. So if I have to bring it more this way, just to kind of elongate the eye, I will. In the 1920s, everything was more about being round rather than being super angular. But I prefer my eye to be angular, so I'm gonna make it more angular. Going back into that transition shade to kind of go over the edges. Alright, and then we're going to break out the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. Then we're dipping into my favorite matte black shade of all time, and that is Blackout by Urban Decay. It does cause a lot of fallout if you're not careful, so I like to pat it on first and then push the color around. And we're keeping this right in this outer V right here, so if I close my eye, you'll see like this V shape. But we don't want to bring it too far up because that's where like the transition is. We want to keep it right here in this little tiny, it's a little baby V. And then you want to go ahead and blend it all out using the same brushes as before. So I'm going back over it with Witchy. And then going back over the very edges one more time with Sherbert. Using that Wet n Wild brush from before, we're going back into Buttery. We're gonna knock down that line right here. The final touch is opening up these inner corners right here. And I'm going to take a flat brush, going into Buttery again. And then we want to take a clean fluffy brush. I'm just using the other side of my Urban Decay brush. I'm just going to go over these lines. Once that is all set and done, I could take a big powder brush and brush it all away. So my current gel liner that I use is actually not cruelty free. I know. I've had it for a really long time and it hasn't dried out on me yet, and if you've seen my previous video on how to save money on makeup, I say only buy what you need, and I don't have a need for a new gel liner yet, especially since this one's still good. I'll link in the description box below a few cruelty-free gel liners that you guys can go ahead and pick up. I'm not even going to tell you what one this one is. I take my liner on a angled brush, and then I just kind of draw the line where I want it to go, and then I usually start drawing a really thin line following the shape of my eye. This space right here, I want to fill it up. And then I go ahead and I fill it in. I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line. And then I'm going to use Buttery on the inner corners just to kind of clean it up, make sure it's not too crazy. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put on my lashes and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and put on my lashes. I used the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's my favorite one. And then I used the Pixie by Petra Lower Lash Line mascara. In the 1920s, that's when mascara became super popular and they went crazy over darkening their lashes. So I'm going to be taking these two lip colors right here, the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Damn and the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in Seraphine. The reason why I'm doing this combination is because I kind of want to do an ombre lip, but also because the Seraphine liquid lipstick, the color is beautiful. It's why I bought it. It was the first Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick that I bought, but I have found that it bleeds into the foundation and kind of feathers out really weird. So I always try to keep another liquid lipstick in the same place so that it doesn't bleed everywhere. I am going to start with a dark purple liner because in the 1920s they had like really prominent cupid bows. I'm just going in with the lip liner to accentuate my cupid's bow. So this liner is an old Sephora brand liner. Sephora brand is actually not cruelty free, so I'm not going to link it down below. Now I'm going to use the Kat Von D Damn shade and I'm just going to go on the edges. Alright, Cupid's bow is accentuated, and as you can see we left this space open right here, but I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Seraphine color now right in the center, and it's going to kind of ombre it out. And then take your finger and pat it. So once the colors are all blended into your liking, then you can go ahead and clean up the edges with an angled brush and some concealer, which I already went ahead and did. Now we're going to go on to the rest of the face, and I'm going to go ahead and take Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I used in my last video for the first time. It smells like pina coladas. It's awesome. It's really smooth. I'm going to take my NYX Contour Blush and contour my cheeks even further. I'm going to keep it kind of in the back so that the contour is there on my cheekbone, but that's not making it super angular. And so for blush, we're using the Hourglass blush in the shade Incandescent Electra. And we're going to center it in the apples of my cheek, and we're not going to push it too far up here. And then I'm taking the Morphe E48 brush and I'm going in with Becca's Moonstone highlighter. And I want to show you it, but it's gonna crumble everywhere, so maybe not. But we're just going to sweep that on the tops of our cheekbones. I'm going to take the same brush and drag it down the bridge of my nose and about on the tip. And then taking the Morphe E36 brush, I'm going to dot Moonstone once again onto my inner corners. I'm going to take some on my brow bone. And then finally, I'm going to take it on my cupid bow. So I'm going to take my RCMA No Color powder and I'm going to draw that line right here, kind of clean up the contour a little bit. I'm not going to let it sit for too long, so I'll just brush it away right away. And then to finish up, I'm going to take my NYX Dewy Finish setting spray and spray it all over my face, covering my eyes so that it doesn't make that mess bleed. Alright, and that is it for my 1920s updated makeup routine. All the products that I mentioned in this video will be down in the description box. If you guys have any specific requests for videos that I could film, go ahead and comment those down below. If you're not already following my social media pages, I'll have those linked for you down below as well. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and do that now. The little button is right down there. Make sure to thumbs up this video, and yeah, hope to see you guys soon. Bye guys. I feel like I'm forgetting to say stuff. See, it's like real broken. Check that nose highlight though.